One of our favourite half-day adventures from Zurich is Indianersteig, a Klettersteig or Via Ferrata in Kanton Glarus. You jump on the train from Zurich HB and it takes 1 hour for you to arrive in Netstal. From the train station you can see the Tower of Indianersteig. You cross the bridge and follow the well-marked trail. You know you're going the right way if you see this big boulder. It takes about 20 minutes to hike to the start of the Klettersteig through the woods.
Exactly, so you can put them on each side or one side.
Vivian gave us a quick safety refresher to our group before we started. Via Ferrata can be dangerous, so make sure you know what you're doing and that you've got all the gear that you need.
Always have one of these attached to the cable.
The route has been updated this year with a slight modification. It used to go directly up to the telephone, but now you traverse to the right, climb up the arête, and then traverse back left towards the telephone. The route is very well secured. There's no loose rock and the first section is really straightforward. The telephone is now missing the handpiece, but it still has the dial. The route continues through the cave, which takes you between the cliff and the tower onto the opposite face of the Klettersteig. From there you climb up into the slot between the tower and the cliff. If you look up you can see the two route options, the bridge or the zipline. But of course there's only one real option here though, the zipline. Once you get on top of the tower you'll see this flag from Kanton Glarus, which is either about a very short monk or a very big sword. And there's a summit book here that you can sign. Make sure to write something inspirational.
I'm hungover.
There's an airstrip down below in the valley, and we saw this glider gliding about and then landing. From here you have to pick your route onto the cliff face. We went for the zip line, which is a lot scarier than I made it look here. I also find it much more nerve-wracking to watch other people do these things than to do them myself.
Ideally, yeah, but it will slow you before you get there. You survive.
Now we smooth.
Yeah, looks good.
Out of the way. Scary.
At this point the weather started to change. The wind picked up. We could see some dark clouds and I started to hear thunder. Being attached to a metal cable on the side of the mountain is not an ideal place to be in a thunderstorm. I quickly checked the weather app and yeah, we had to go quickly.
Thunder and lightning, very frightening.
This is actually the hardest part of the climb. There's some good exposure on the traverse, but as the route curves back, it becomes an overhang. We managed to get to the top pretty quickly, and from here it's an easy scramble along a well-protected ridge.
We can hear the thunder though.
I know. Well, we are almost there. This is the top, huh?
Yes.
The final route of the part has also been changed. You now step across this gap and follow the route into the cave where you can descend down into a climbing area.
That's the one.
I can go down a bit, no? But I hope it's all this way.
In all it's about 360 meters elevation, and the Klettersteig takes between 40 minutes and an hour and a half, depending how fast you go.
Pretend I have my gear on. Yay!
The hike back down is also easy going and short, it takes about 20 minutes, and somehow we managed to make it back to the train station before the storm caught us.